What is up YouTube, and welcome to this 365 days video. My video discussing the movie and its ending has exploded, and I have to say thank you all for showing your love on that video. I certainly did not expect that whatsoever. A lot of discussion has come up around the movie recently, and people seem to think it is either the worst movie ever made or the best thing since 50 Shades of Grey. So as always, if you're new to the channel, please do consider dropping a like down below if you enjoyed the content, and do consider subscribing with notifications on so you never ever miss a video. We're uploading daily as well, and also do check out our Discord as well in the description below. It is currently the biggest movie on Netflix, or at least the UK Netflix, to be honest, and has drawn a fair bit of controversy, with the UK singer Duffy slamming it for glorifying kidnapping and sex trafficking. I very much watched this movie in a vacuum and commented on the problematic nature of the movie in my review and ending explain video. But it is clear that others do agree with this. I do think that the movie is somewhat problematic and has some sort of a tilted view on relationships and the such. Duffy was a victim of kidnap herself and was drugged for 4 weeks in a sex trafficking ring, so it is an issue that hits home hard for her, and there is even a petition to get the movie taken off Netflix due to the content of the said movie. Granted, it is an incredibly graphic movie, with sex happening almost every other scene, but what do you expect from an erotic thriller, as it calls itself? Now, I'm no Helen Lovejoy.
Oh, won't somebody please think of the children?
But boy, this movie was very, very graphic. From the first few scenes, it is just porn for Karens. If it is pivoted to be an evil thriller, then they could have actually been onto something here, where it's not glorifying problematic relationships, but it does seem to be doing that. Unfortunately, it's just like how people stan the heck out of Harley and the Joker from DC Comics. Now, despite all of this, people are desperate for a sequel, which is pretty much going to happen. The stars of the movie, Anna Maria and Magdalena, I'm not going to pronounce their full names because I'm going to get it wrong. They had an Instagram live and discussed the sequel in the live Instagram post. Now, Anna Maria explained, "We will not be able to go abroad to shoot this movie this year because of the pandemic. It will probably be next year. We do not exactly know when we will be able to start." And Magdalena also said a trip to another country, especially to Italy, would be too risky for the Polish crew at the moment. The actor who plays Massimo is also on board to join the sequel, and this is very much the Witcher of Polish cinema. No, they're not really like each other, are they? I guess in the fact that they're both Polish books, which have an adaptation which has done well commercially, if not at least actually critically in 365 days part here. But there are no explicit plans for a sequel. There's not been a huge major announcement, unless I've missed that, but it's pretty much gone without saying that there is going to be a sequel from the streaming giant, as there are 2 further books, and if 50 Shades of Grey is anything to go by, erotic movie franchises are big bucks. So where is the movie going next? I mean, it's been the top search and the top watched on my local Netflix since it actually came out. If you click search, it is always this movie. Chicks are absolutely thirsty for this movie, and it shows. Incredibly problematic content be damned. So what will actually happen in the sequel? Well, there are going to be spoilers for the books here. You can go and check them out. I don't know if there is any translations for it, but you might find someone online who has done that for you. Well, quite clearly, Laura will survive, as I explained in my video on this previously. The key here is that there is a yacht in the background. This is the yacht, which has been a huge plot device throughout the movie, where Laura and Massimo are getting freaky all across the Mediterranean there as they go around Europe. And, well, this is actually there, and it's quite hinted that this could be how she will actually survive. In the sequel book, Laura is captured by another mob boss, Marcelo Nacho Matos, who is also very attractive, and the plot is similar to the first book. Laura falls in love with the other mob boss, who is the son of a mafia boss as well, which leads to a very awkward love triangle between her, Nacho, and Massimo. Are you Team Massimo? Are you Team Nacho? Getting some Twilight vibes there. She's married in the first book, and she's living her life with Massimo the kidnapper, and the other kidnapper upends it all, and her best friend even has a relationship with his right-hand man. All the while, she is kidnapped, and we are introduced to Massimo's twin brother, who is living a life in England and is actually evil, but also is kind of Massimo. Yeah, it gets weird. The plot of this is absolutely insane. She ends up getting shot, and the decision needs to be made as, will it be Laura who survives or the baby? And this is essentially the plot of the third book, which involves her being driven to drink and then gets pregnant again. So at the end of the second book, this all goes down as the two kidnappers confront each other as to who should have Laura. Yes, I can definitely see why people have not been a fan of these sequel books. And the plot of the first book kind of overlaps, and the second book also overlaps. So I expect she will survive, and she will actually then get kidnapped. And I would expect it would be a comeuppance from that dance scene where our boy Massimo defends her honour by shooting someone else. Yeah, and that is pretty much where we are, well, left off, pretty much. But that is it for this video. Please drop a like down below. Please subscribe with notifications. The actual books sound like absolute trash, but they are resonating with people across the globe, so I'm not going to judge because I watch cartoons as well. So there's a lot of criticism to go around. But like I said, I'll see you soon, and goodbye.